Hello everyone, welcome to the Medienstürmer studio in Munich, Germany. We have been a trusted media partner for ONLYOFFICE for the past 3 years already. I'm Julia.
And I'm Richard.
And we are today's hosts. First of all, let us thank you for joining us at the live event devoted to the first major ONLYOFFICE release in 2023. Our agenda includes product presentations as well as success stories from 2 ONLYOFFICE partners. You'll learn everything about ONLYOFFICE Docs 7.3, including updates in the online, desktop and mobile editors. Then we'll have partner presentations from SMC, the first official gold partner of ONLYOFFICE, and NetExplorer, which was one of the first to integrate the live viewer feature. During the event, you have a chance to take part in the online raffles, in the stream chat, and win free licenses for ONLYOFFICE home server or branded Thermomax. Just stay tuned and watch all the presentations attentively. You are also welcome to ask your questions, leave suggestions and feedback in the stream chat. The ONLYOFFICE team will answer them right away, as well as give useful links to each presentation. So, Richard, let's begin.
Thank you, Julia. The latest version of ONLYOFFICE Docs comes with plenty of new features. Curious to learn more? In a nutshell, ONLYOFFICE Docs comprises editors for text documents, sheets, slides, forms, and PDF. The suite is available on all platforms, including web, desktop, and mobile. The editors can be used within popular platforms such as WordPress, Moodle, Jira, or Nextcloud, and many more, as well as embedded into your own web service thanks to the Open API or WOPI. The freshly released version 7.3 of ONLYOFFICE Docs is already available in self-hosted solutions. You can deploy it choosing among multiple installation options, including DEB, RPM, Docker, Snap, UCS app, Cloudrun, AMI, one-click app on DigitalOcean, Volter and Linode, Alibaba Cloud Image, or Kubernetes. For the cloud products, the update will be available a bit later. First of all, ONLYOFFICE Docs 7.3 brings more effective work with digital forms, or as we call them, O-forms. From now on, you can create and manage various recipient roles for field filling to simplify document workflow. For example, create roles of legal advisor, seller, and buyer in a sales agreement and set its own color for each role. Then, you can assign the created roles to each field to indicate which of them should be filled out by each participant. This way, users will be able to visually identify which fields they should fill out depending on the role matching colors. In future updates, ONLYOFFICE is going to extend this functionality by adding an ability to set recipient roles with restrictions as well as e-signatures. That means that, for example, only users with the corresponding role will be able to fill in the required info into your business agreement, while other participants will not be allowed to interact with the fields, but only sign or approve the document. Besides, version 7.3 brings new ready-to-use fields to create forms more quickly and request corresponding data from the form fillers, like date and time with multiple display options, zip code, and since zip code contains a varying amount of digits, you can add a custom arbitrary mask for your country. And credit card. Credit cards usually contain 16 digits, so the default mask prohibits entering irrelevant symbols. The new field types are traditionally located on the Forms tab and are available when you work with form templates in docxf format. The latest release comes with the ability to insert various smart art elements into your documents, spreadsheets, and slides to quickly create a visual representation of information and ideas. Among available smart art types, you will find list, process, cycle, hierarchy, relationship, matrix, pyramid, picture, and others. To insert smart art images, go to the Insert tab and choose the corresponding option. Protecting documents now goes beyond passwords. When setting a password, you are now able to allow only certain actions in the file, like reading, filling forms, commenting, or tracking changes. This option is accessible from the Protection tab. If someone doesn't have appropriate editing rights, they will see an error message. The document editor is also extended with the functionality to create math equations using the Unicode and LaTeX syntax. In the spreadsheet editor, make use of the newly added Paste Link option. It allows you to add links between several spreadsheets, which are kept in the file manager in your ONLYOFFICE workspace using copy-paste. With the newly implemented Watch Window feature, you can conveniently inspect, audit, or confirm formula calculations and results in large spreadsheets. By using it, you don't need to repeatedly scroll or go to different parts of your worksheet. To open Watch Window, switch to the Formula tab. For more precise data processing and effective calculations, use 13 newly added formulas, such as text before, text after, text split, wrap rows, choose rows, and others. You can see the full list on the slide. Another enhancement for the spreadsheet editor is an ability to import data from local XML files, along with the existing import options from local TXT and CSV. To make use of it, go to the Data tab, then click on Get Data and select the corresponding option. In the presentation editor, version 7.3 brings paste special hotkeys to quicker work with slide inserting. It's possible to use the destination theme, keep the source formatting, or a picture only. Besides, settings for guides, grid lines, and smart guides are now available in the View tab and Slide context menu for more intuitive work. For a more comfortable user experience, ONLYOFFICE also implemented several other enhancements and usability improvements, such as presets for inserting horizontal and vertical text boxes in all editors, rotation settings for 3D charts, including an ability to rotate embedded 3D shapes using the mouse, dictionaries for Uzbek language, both Cyrillic and Latin, an option to show or hide left and right panels in the editors from the View tab, a document statistics button in the status bar. There you can view how many pages, paragraphs, words, symbols, or symbols with spaces are there in your text documents. An equation shortcut bar for more convenient work with equations, and displaying error bars when opening charts. This was a short description of the new features brought to you by the ONLYOFFICE Docs in this release. You can download the latest version of the self-hosted online editors from the official website. Just scan this QR code to access the download page.
Well, which new features do you like the most? Share it in the chat and don't miss the raffle. In the meantime, mind telling the community about everything that's new in the desktop and mobile applications, Richard?
With pleasure. Let's get right into it. The new ONLYOFFICE desktop app, which allows working with all kinds of Office docs on your PC or laptop, is already available for downloading in the version 7.3. The application is built using the same engine as ONLYOFFICE Docs, so the newest version comes with the majority of features that are available in the online editors. Among them are recipient roles for field filling and new ready-to-use fields, extended password protection, support for the Unicode and LaTeX syntax and math equations, and document statistics available in the status bar. In the spreadsheet editor, you will find the new Watch Window, new formulas, and data import from local XML files. The presentation editor comes with paste special hotkeys to insert slides and quick access to the grid lines and smart guide settings. Other changes include smart art inserting, rotation settings for 3D charts, ready-to-use presets for horizontal and vertical text boxes, easier work with equations, and usability improvements. Now, let's discover some exclusive features that are only available in the desktop app. On Windows 7 and more recent versions of this operating system, ONLYOFFICE Desktop Editor 7.3 allows you to create new documents, spreadsheets, presentations, and forms without launching the app. All you need to do is to click the corresponding task in the Start menu. The updated desktop app offers some useful improvements for convenient and fast document printing. First of all, there's an option to print documents, spreadsheets, presentations, and fillable forms quickly with just a few clicks. The Quick Print feature uses the default printer or uses the settings of the printing device that was used last. Another feature that you will find useful when printing a text document or presentation is the ability to preview the file you are going to print. When you click the print button, you will see what the printed document will look like. ONLYOFFICE Desktop Editor 7.3 allows you to have the application always updated to the latest version. If you enable the auto update feature in the app settings, you will no longer have to download and install the new versions manually. They will be installed automatically, so you will always have access to the latest features and improvements. If you want to try the updated desktop app for yourself, you can always download it from our official website. This QR code will lead you to the download page, where you can find a client for Windows, Linux, and macOS. The source code of the app is also available on GitHub. But we also have some exciting new features for users of our OnlyOffice mobile apps, which will be updated a bit later, but we'll already give you a sneak peek which new features to expect here. Let's start with a brief overview of the updated version of OnlyOffice Documents for iOS. Version 7.3 allows you to manage sharing settings for documents right in the app, which makes it easier to collaborate on the go. Another improvement is the ability to rename documents in the document info section, which makes it easier to manage files on your device, as you don't have to go to the file manager to perform this operation. OnlyOffice Documents 7.3 for iPads and iPhones also lets you create, configure, and manage footnotes and endnotes in the text documents to add on-page references for texts. Using the updated mobile app, you can now use the drawing mode to add graphic annotations and drawings in documents. Additionally, you can configure some other options, such as the brush type, color, and line thickness. Finally, when working with spreadsheets on our Apple devices, you can populate cells automatically based on the current selections data and format using the autofill feature. The OnlyOffice mobile app for iOS is designed for document editing and viewing on Apple devices. The app is absolutely free of charge and contains no ads. The latest version of OnlyOffice Documents for iOS is always available on the App Store. The OnlyOffice mobile app for Android also comes with some useful improvements. Version 5.6 allows you to add custom fonts and use them while editing a document. The updated app also makes it easier to work with spreadsheets because you can populate cells automatically based on the current selections data and format using the autofill feature. The source code of the app has been improved, so version 5.6 works smoothly on devices with Android 13. The mobile app for Android also offers a redesigned interface for WebDAV connections, making it easier to connect third-party cloud storages and services. And you can get the latest version of OnlyOffice Documents for Android from Google Play. The app is also absolutely free of charge and contains no ads.
So, any questions about the OnlyOffice desktop and mobile apps, please feel free to ask in the chat. Now, let's switch to the partners section of our event. At the end of 2022, OnlyOffice updated the program for partners and resellers by introducing levels and deal registration to make it even more transparent and profitable. The first partner to get to gold status was our long-term OnlyOffice partner SMC Treviso from Italy. In 2016, SMC was impressed by OnlyOffice editors.
Version 3.0, can you believe it?
And the rest, they say, is history. But it's best if you hear from them directly, as they are eager to share their story and show the integration of OnlyOffice with the ready-to-use enterprise collaboration and information portal Open Squarespaces. Welcome, Lorenzo.
Hello everyone, I'm Lorenzo from SMC and I'm part of the marketing team. From this year, SMC is OnlyOffice Gold Partner, and this makes us really proud. One of the founding pillars of SMC is the open source, and this is also thanks to this partnership that over years our brand has been increasingly associated with this word. The collaboration with OnlyOffice has grown over time. It began from commercial purposes to become increasingly strategic with the realization of more complex projects. Our knowledge of OnlyOffice allows us to follow projects as product experts. At the same time, we have implemented it as a business online document editor tool related to Spaces, our collaboration solution. Spaces is a modular, configurable, and fully customizable, ready-to-use solution. It has several features available, such as calendar, task management, activity planning, email, and, of course, document management, the key element in the platform. With OnlyOffice, we manage the entire documentation section. Our goal was to offer to the user a complete set of tools with which he would be able to work on complex text documents, on worksheets, and online presentation. And of course, OnlyOffice does it all. Let me show you now with some slides how we integrated OnlyOffice in our solution. This is the document page. As you can see, the card list contains all the information such as a description, title, creator date, author, and a preview. You can use the hotkeys to perform a series of actions related to the document. In particular, whether you want to view the document or have access with edit mode. The display mode does not allow any interaction with the document. The edit mode instead opens all the features available in OnlyOffice. The display mode does not allow any interaction with the document. The edit mode instead opens all the features available in OnlyOffice. An interesting aspect is that it is possible to choose which users have access to this feature and which not, to prevent certain users from editing a document. With the edit feature, the user can also create new documents. The user can create documents starting from a local document, from blank pages, or from preloaded models, thus speeding up their and others' work. As you can see, we have created a document sharing interface that allows us to share them with colleagues, but also with people outside the portal, simply by entering an email address. As for multi-editing, we took several measures to let people know of the presence of other users within the document. The file card presents an icon so that it can be easily identified at first glance when the document is being edited. Within the File Detail tab, an alert message is inserted. Be careful, wait for the document update or go back in the online editor. Restrictions shall be inserted on the actions that may be carried out on the document. Remove the action of move to trash, move and edit document data. Capping, sending and downloading actions will take effect on the last saved version older than the one currently open. When a user wants to prevent a document from being edited, they can enable check-in on the document itself. This feature prevents other users from editing the document in both content and data. The block lasts 24 hours. If the user who entered the check-in wishes to remove it within the first 24 hours, they can delete the check-in or the checkout. Having introduced OnlyOffice in our daily activities has marked a huge increase in collaboration between people because it facilitates the joint management of documents, but above all, integrated with our portal, allows us to avoid the dispersion of information between sending emails and dozens of different versions of each document. The gold partnership established with OnlyOffice is excellent, both with the sales team but also with the technical support. The hope is that it could grow more and more. We found maximum willingness on their part to support us and to find the right configuration and solutions to give customers what they need. We are very pleased with the relationship that binds us to OnlyOffice, and we look forward to see what the future holds for us. Thanks to everyone who listened, and thanks to OnlyOffice for this opportunity. See you soon. Bye.
Thank you, Lorenzo, for the insights. Now, let's welcome NetExplorer, a professional French file-sharing, online collaboration and secure storage platform. In the interview format, NetExplorer will highlight the most important aspects of the partner integration with OnlyOffice. So, let's see.
Hi everyone, my name is Mike. I'm a communications manager at OnlyOffice, and welcome to OnlyOffice Docs 7.3 launch event. So this session is going to be special, showing you one of our Valued Partner success stories. And please welcome today's guest is Charles-Etienne Gabriel, Vice President of Marketing and Sales at NetExplorer.
Hi, everyone.
Hello. Yeah, and a few words from me. I'm going to introduce NetExplorer to the audience because I guess still a big part of people is going to be new to your solutions. So NetExplorer is a French provider of secure cloud solutions for healthcare industry, first of all, integrating ONLYOFFICE Docs in the NetExplorer solutions in 2020. The developers deliver document editing and co-editing to the platform that provides tools for file sharing, collaboration, and secure storage. And NetExplorer has made every effort to guarantee high level of security of data, receiving multiple certifications for performance in data security, quality, and reduction of the environmental impact, and is trusted by hundreds of thousands of daily users. So now, Charles-Etienne, please tell me, what is NetExplorer from your own words?
Yeah, well, you introduced it well, thanks. You're right, we're a French company. We are 100% focused on building and operating a content cloud solution. And this solution is dedicated to professional organizations. And basically, our mission is to secure organizational digital data while giving them the means to exploit all documents very easily and sustainably. Today, it means that, well, the solution, it allows 1,500 organizations, which is around 200,000 users, to easily first secure their files and then access and share them from anywhere. If I can give you more details, it means that they can manage the complete life cycle of their content, ingest files into the cloud, secure and protect them, of course, classify the data the way they want, define who can access to which content. As you said, they can edit their content, they can co-edit as well the documents extremely easily. This is kind of collaboration work, and we'll come back to that when we talk about the integration of ONLYOFFICE. As well, in the platform, they can automate validation workflows, they can get e-signature content natively, and at the end, the administrator, they can also understand very easily who has accessed the content and what are they doing with it. So it's really a complete solution that allows to secure the content and use it for the entire organization in a very, very easy way. All of that is built on the single platform that can be interconnected with any other applications that are being used by the organizations. That's basically what we do at NetExplorer.
Oh, thank you very much for introduction. And so I see that NetExplorer is largely focused on data security and collaborative tools. And what do you think are the primary advantages of your solution in comparison to your direct competitors?
Well, there are several. The main one I'll be talking about today is maybe first one, our position. We are a pure player in this field since 15 years. And we're not only developing the software of the platform, but we're also building and managing the hardware architecture on which the service runs. It means that the team is made of experts on the software deployment side, and as well as experts on the infrastructure side, managing the infrastructure within the data centers and the software on top of it. It gives our customers a very interesting flexibility in the way they prefer to implement their content cloud solution. For example, they can decide to have their platform running on a dedicated hardware and software resources, which can give them more flexibility, more reactivity, and that's the type of specificities that we can bring. Another thing is maybe that we are strongly focused on the protection of the data, as you said as well, and we're proving it. The best way to prove it is to be certified. So we ensure that from a hardware architecture point of view, from a software development point of view, and from an operations point of view, we are certified with external certification processes. So NetExplorer is certified ISO 27001, which is for IT security, ISO 9001 for quality insurance. We're also certified for health data hosting, which allows to be able to work with hospitals, for example, or any health-related organization. So that's the main advantages I can talk about today, and we'll see later on that there are others.
Oh, thank you very much. Actually, about the certification, the certifications was one of the questions I wanted to ask you. Thank you for bringing this up. This is like very important for us specifically, that we also consider OnlyOffice now certified with the ISO in terms of data protection because of the integration with NetExplorer. Yeah, and also the 15 years, it's like quite a big history. And would you mind sharing maybe some key customer sectors of activity where you are at the moment? So like, I know first of all it's healthcare, and like are there any other key sectors or industries where your customers are located?
Yeah, sure. Well, today there are around 1,500 organizations, as I said, which are using the solution in France. And they are from the public sector and from the private sector. Actually, you know, any company today they have to secure their data first, and then they have to be more efficient in the way they are using it. So basically, we are working with all sectors of activities. And if I can just highlight few of them, first one will be bank, finance, insurance. Here we have customers like the Société Générale, which is a big French bank, Groupama, big insurance company, but also smaller structures like VCs, where they need to have a kind of secured data room for their due diligence. All these type of companies, they need to first secure their data and then be able to share them in a secured way. So bank, finance, insurance is one of the sector. Healthcare, as you said, definitely healthcare related organization like hospitals, they are using the solution as well. Here it's question of certification, as you said, for very sensitive data, which is related to health of people. So there is no compromise on this type of security that you have to put into I mean, in real life for these organizations. So hospitals like in Paris, in other cities like Bourges, like New York, they are using NetExplorer solution to secure their data on one hand, but also to be able to access it in the case of cyber attack on their side. So it's a way to mitigate their risk and to ensure that whatever the situation on their side, they will be able to access their data with NetExplorer. And then you have other sectors like architect, building and civil work, which are as well using the service. Companies like Vinci Energy, which is a very large group, is using it every day. Consulting firms, legal companies as well. Big lawyers companies like Brodin Pratt is using the solution every day, and that's interesting for us because here again it's important for them to secure all the exchange of data they have with their clients, with the jurisdictions, with all the people working on the legal side, and at the same time they need to be able to work on it. So here we'll talk a lot about how OnlyOffice also help them to edit these data. You have industrial companies, you have IT companies, and here one word on that is IT companies. They are using the data using the platform and the solution for their own work, and they are also reselling the service when it makes sense, because they are sometimes specialists for one specific sector, and they need to have a solution that will allow to store securely the data and be able to access it and share it easily. But they know very well the work of one specific sector, and therefore they are doing integration of our solution within their own solution. So IT companies is a bit specific. So that are some examples of sectors of activity and of customers that are using the solution today.
Thank you. This is very impressive diversity, and also some big names that you mentioned. And yeah, and since you said like a lot of them are benefiting from using OnlyOffice, I would like to also jump to your experience with OnlyOffice Docs. So what has led NetExplorer to integrating OnlyOffice? Like, What is it also the first Office suite that you tried like as a part of the solution, or maybe it was like one of the several alternatives you considered? So yeah, okay, just kind of interested, like what was the initial point of integration?
Yeah, well, you know, historically we used to use local applications only to edit the documents, meaning that you had to download the document on your laptop and then work on it with a local application on it, and it was the way it was built. So the users of the solution, the way it was built was not completely integrated. So to develop the online edition and collaborative work, we decided first, and sorry to say that, but we decided first to integrate Office Online. It was a long time ago, but this had two major disadvantages. First, the customers, they had to have Microsoft licenses. So, well, that's the way it was. And we could not also guarantee our customers that the sovereignty of the way their data were used will be ensured. And that was a major problem and major blocking point for us. So with these two things, we knew that it was not a solution that we wanted to keep. But what we knew as well is that being able to do online edition, collaborative work was the way we wanted our users to work on their documents. So this is why we tested first OnlyOffice, and then we provide the alternative with the same features by integrating OnlyOffice within the platform. It came very ready from the way we wanted the service to be used by the users at the end of the day.
Thanks. I'm very glad to hear this, that you specifically found it very useful in terms of being secure, and also like, yeah, this seems like pretty painful to like have to ask your users to have the license first before they can use like a new component of your solution. Yeah, this is interesting, and never personally thought about it, that you also like need the license there.
Yeah.
And so like if functionality wise, what features do the editors bring to NetExplorer, like first of all? And it's like, could you name like maybe like one or two top features that are the most important in your opinion, like on practice in NetExplorer?
Yeah, sure. Well, thanks to the complete integration of OnlyOffice, then the users, they can really, first, they can preview that document directly from the online platform. So it makes it very easy and fast to access their content. And that's really key. So the preview of any type of document is there. It's inside the platform. They don't have to open anything else. So it's extremely easy to them. And actually, by the way, we can note that this preview, they are really qualitative. They respect very well the document formatting. And so using the preview is a very good way as well to share their data externally. So that's the first point. Then, of course, I mean, the integration, it gives them the ability to edit and to edit within the NetExplorer platform all the documents in a way that is fully integrated. So that's key, because it's a way for them to be efficient, and it's a way as well not to be dependent from any other external application. So while they are browsing their documents, they can easily open them to edit them, and then within the edition, and I'm pretty sure we'll see that in the demo, you can collaborate very easily with your partners, either internally or externally from your organization. You can comment, you can do many different features that allow you to really make the content exactly what you want. So it's probably the main features that we see from how the users are using the solution.
Thank you. Yeah, and so as far as I know, like OnlyOffice is integrated since 2020, so that's already like quite a time. And I'm wondering if you had a chance to receive any feedback from your customers, like how has OnlyOffice changed the way they collaborate, like maybe any notes from the field?
Yeah, well, you're right. It's 3 years already. Time is flying, and actually, first of all, I think all our clients, it gives them the opportunity to collaborate, and that's the first thing that told us that to be able to to work all at the same time on a document is completely different from what they had to do before, which was basically edit the document and work one by one on it. So the first thing they told us was really about that and the collaboration and the co-edition on the document. Then it's a major change to them was also the fact that it was available to them internally, of course, within the organization, but we make it available as well externally to their external partners. So when they give their external partner the right to modify the document, for example, then these people externally from the organization, they will also be able at the same time to collaborate on the document when necessary. And it is the guarantee to them that the person you're working with will be able to work on the document, whatever is having a license or not, or that's not the point. The point is he has an internet connection, he has a browser, he's able to connect because you invited him or her to collaborate on one specific file. Then this person will be ready able to work with you at the same time in real time. So that was important change. And of course, this is without having to buy any additional specific license for document editing or co-editing. We integrate everything as well from a business model point of view in the platform. So that were a big change for the clients.
Thank you. And you mentioned that your users share documents externally very frequently. And I know there's one particular feature you've been working on in integration recently, the Live Viewer, which has been released in OnlyOffice like less than half a year ago. It's like still very fresh, and we are very pleased to hear that our partners are already making use of it. So could you tell me why did you focus on Live Viewer and to integrate it? Like, was there like some particular pain point for your customers, which were you were trying to reach with this?
Mm-hmm. Well, more than editing, the co-editing feature have enabled a lot of collaboration, and so it's key to ensure that the users, internal or external, they always have the correct version of the document in front of them. And in that perspective, it was key to have the Live Viewer integrated very fast. So that was the first point, and it also allowed to even for users who can only read the document or view the document in a way. I mean, you can on NetExplorer you can give some rights to each user, and so you can decide this user will have only the ability to view documents, or they can modify them, or they can download them, whatever. Here, if you only give the right to view the document, you ensure that this person, they will have exactly the document which is being edited. So they can view the document, but they can also view in real time the modification, and it's great to allow them to see the changes like this in real time.
Yeah, and any feedback from your customers? Is like anybody already using it? The Live Viewer feature, like maybe if you've heard any kind of comments or feedback about it.
Yeah, well, it's something that we haven't done is initially we didn't market it that way, so we didn't announce the fact that we were deploying it, and so some of our customers, they realized they were having the possibility to see in real time all the changes and to see all the documents and everything, and it changes a bit the way they were working actually with their partners, meaning that they had conversation and meetings with external partners, and in real time showing them exactly what they were changing in the project. They were building together all the specificities and all the specifications of the project themselves directly on a document, and sharing in real time all the information. So it makes them much more efficient than what they were before. So well, they were happy about it.
Yeah, I hope your customers is going to be happy with Live Viewer. Like whenever more of them learn about it, this is like yeah, it's very important for us because we're very curious how it works in practice. It's been like freshly integrated, and I really appreciate you sharing a few details with us. So, and finally, what are your future plans, like in integration with OnlyOffice, like maybe and some other ideas to like improve functionality, or I don't know, anything specific to share maybe?
Yeah, well, something, I mean, the next step for us, to be straightforward, is the integration of functionalities which are attached to the O forms. That will be really pertinent for what we do. And this will perfectly complement our document validation and e-signature workflows, meaning that within a validation process, for example, it will allow the user to enter information into a standard document and then automatically submit it for validation signature. So the O-forms will allow us to and allow the users at the end to really be more efficient in the way they are building some automated processes and make it scalable to their entire organization. So that will be really useful, I think, for many sectors. And actually, it's being requested by many of our users. So we know that it's already available and it's being improved here. So we are looking forward to develop that.
Yeah, this sounds good because like the new version 7.3 also brings some improvements in forms and hopefully the user roles. And so our next steps is going to be introducing like signature requests for particular people, like or filling particular fields. This is going to make a big change in terms of how people work in forms like collaboratively. And yeah, introduction of the signature is going to be like a big next step, and it's going to work together with the user roles. Yeah, so well, yeah, I guess that's it. So thank you very much for being with us today, Charlotte. And this was a lot of useful information. I hope like our audience is happy to see you here also and learned a lot of new things. And yeah, so this was Charlotte from NetExplorer and presenting OnlyOffice use case that we are truly proud of. And feel free to ask us anything in the online chat, and we will try to answer everything in real time. And thank you for your attention, and enjoy the rest of the event. Thank you.
Thank you for your attention. See you.
Goodbye.
In case any questions were not answered, OnlyOffice team will prepare a Q&A post to collect all the relevant info in one place for your convenience. Download OnlyOffice Docs 7.3 and share your impressions in social media channels. Your feedback is always much appreciated. So thank you, stay safe, and have a good day.
Bye. Have a good day.